I swear every day I will sign on to Twitter and without fail the FGC will be doing something stupid. It is just the gift that keeps on giving. And obviously we're heading into 2025, so I guess people are ramping up their levels of stupidity. And today we're talking about an individual called AfterSchoolSophie. And when I saw these clips, I found it really hard to take it seriously. And to be honest with you, I'm not offended by what I'm about to show you guys. Now some of you are probably aware because it's gone around Twitter. This individual has now been temporarily banned on Twitch. I think you've got to do something egregious on Twitch given what they allow to happen on that app/platform. They've been temporarily banned. Now I'm going to show you the clips. Because it's a VTuber and it's somebody speaking in a childish voice, I almost found it hard to not laugh at it. And not laugh because the comedy is good. It's just so ridiculous and so... Do you know what? I'm just going to show you the clips.
Bum ass nigga, this fucking bum ass nigga. Okay, 1 second. I'll say what to do with a bum ass nigga like this. Here's what to do. So, bum ass niggas like this always try to pull their Glock out from long range. He's gotta wait for the Glock. So these bum ass niggas don't know what to do.
You know, it's like people don't understand optics. I imagine that she was trying to be funny. I'm assuming that this is a girl. You really can't tell with VTubers. Apparently it's somebody that organizes tournaments in the scene and people are somewhat aware of. This is just me personally, and I don't mean any offense when I speak about VTubers like this, but hearing somebody with the silly, like, stereotypical anime girl voice saying things like that, I'm just like, you know, if people find this funny, that's up to them, you know, but it's up to the public to decide how they're going to treat this person moving forward. I can only imagine it's not going to be good. I mean, it's not funny in the sense that it's like good comedy. It's just so ridiculous looking at the stupid avatar and hearing the dumb voice. Yeah, you sit there and you're like, but when you really peel it back, you're like, are you stupid or something? Like, how stupid do you have to be? Where did you think this was going to land you? Where, like, I've been told this individual is not a person of color. Well, I'm just like, okay, do you know what? When people use slurs and they do it in private with their friends, I don't care, man. People say dumb shit to their friends all the time. But like I've said before, when you're sitting online, you have to understand the optics. Now, from what I can tell from Twitter, they have not been kind to her. From what I can tell by people that were sending it over to me, they're not happy with the situation. I'm kind of covering it because it's so goofy. It's a Friday, you know, everyone's getting ready to have some downtime. Might as well laugh at somebody. And, you know, this person did it for comedic purposes. I guess they wanted them to laugh with them and not at them, but it's had the opposite effect. Anyway, there are some more clips to show you guys.
I can say it without the hard R. Nigga. Nigga. What I zone.
Yeah, it's just like you gotta be walking around with eyes wide shut to do this and think there's not going to be blowback. But it might also be a thing where, and this is going to sound crazy to some of you, but you know, as somebody that's half black and has multiple black friends, let me just tell you, there's some black dudes that really like this stuff. I have received some messages today from people I won't name. I'm not gonna name and shame, but I will tell you, strangely enough, there are dudes that find that attractive. Now I don't know if they find the VTuber, because it's a little anime girl, so that would be weird, and her voice the attractive thing, but a lot of them were like, yeah, I'd let it fly, which I was like, dude, what are you talking about here? Some people really like this shit. I'm telling you guys the truth, right? I'm just telling you what I have been told. There's no need to drag anyone. There's no need for me to call people out. And this is their fetish. Maybe that's what she's tapping into. Maybe she is transitioning her Tekken V-Tuber, whatever this is that she's got going on, onto something else to do with capitalizing on that. I don't know if it's gonna transition into like an OF career or something. It's just so stupid that I don't really know where to take this story. Like, you are an established VTuber who plays Tekken, and you crash out so hard that you just start spouting random racist slurs.
I'm trying to have fun. Like, I'm just trying to say, in the same way that a comedian would say, damn, fucking beaners or fucking shake, right? Like, it's meant for entertainment, which can obviously be offensive. But we all know that those trying to have...
You can say it if you want. I've always told people you can say whatever you want on the internet. You are well within your right to say it, but there will be consequences for certain things. Now, she said kind of like a comedian, but this is why not everybody does stand up. This is why not everybody's in the movies telling jokes. This is why everybody's not at the pub doing the improv. Some people just, I don't think they understand that there's a time and place for things, and I'm not sure that trying to be a comedian of this nature on Tekken is really gonna land. Like I said, you can tell from my face, I'm not offended by this. I'm more just flabbergasted that somebody thought that there wasn't gonna be blowback for doing these things. Like, yeah, you're trying to have fun. Okay, cool. If this is your idea of fun and you were doing it privately, I don't care, but you're doing it on a public platform and people have told you they don't like it. And you can continue doing it, although right now you can't. You've been temporarily banned, but you can come back to Twitch and you can do it again. And then you'll probably just get banned again, and it'll just be an endless cycle. I think there's a difference between like thought-provoking comments or like comedy that's actually crafted by people that understand how comedy works, and that's something that I've grown to understand. Like, we can all have a laugh and joke. I have a laugh and joke with you guys, but I definitely don't have a laugh and joke with you the way I do with my friends, because I understand context, I understand rapport. You guys know me to a certain level, but they know me on a personal level. So there's things that I can get away with saying to them that I can't get away with saying to you guys. I understand the optics of the internet. Now, that's not really me censoring myself. That's just me having common sense. I wouldn't even want to say those things to you guys because we don't have that relationship. It's not going to land the same way. The jokes that I tell my friends will land because they know me, they get me. We're like brothers. We go out, we do these things with each other when we're outside. It's not a problem. But you guys don't know me like that. You just know me as Mike Hollow, that, you know, Tekken player or Mortal Kombat player or Dragon Ball player, wherever you want to class me. To be dropping those things, like I really feel like you need to think it through before you do on the internet. I don't mean to be sensitive about it. I'm definitely not. Like I said, it's a fucking VTuber, little anime girl saying like I'm not gonna lose my shit over it. But you gotta look at the level of stupidity and just be like, how dumb are you to do this?
Thorez, how's it going? Have fun getting cancelled.
Come on, 필살기 같은 거는?
Yeah, because we're black. Okay, I can see it.
Round one. Fight.
Wait, okay, so do Asian people call each other chinks and stuff, or do like Mexican people call each other beaners? And then it's like, I don't think they do, right? Like, why do you want to say it anyway? Basically, because chat was having fun.
Look, like, if your chat was having fun of it and you were having fun of it, then whatever. But you do have to understand that you're putting your content out online for other people to watch and review, and they've reviewed it harshly. Now, I personally think that you're a bit of a joke. That's just me personally, and not because of the comments you've made, although I do find it weird that that's the brand of comedy that you went to straight away. Like, it just didn't really make sense to me. But I find you to be a joke because you're like, yeah, I get it. Like, you didn't get it before. Like, some people, they do things, and I'm just like, how did you not understand that people were not going to receive that well? And look, like I said, there's things that people do in their private life, and if they get out there, it's like, well, they were doing it in their private life and they weren't hurting anyone. You know, they're paraded around embarrassed for something. And I'm not talking about everything. There's just like things that people do in private. Like, if that got out, for example, and this girl had been found to be saying these things, but then I found out, oh, all her friends are Mexican and black, this is what they do in their circle, I'd say people leave her alone. Like, those are her friends. But you're putting your content out online. Yeah, it's your chat, but you're on Twitch and everyone's watching you. So I don't really understand the thought process there. There's also a way to do racial comedy when you're not from those ethnic groups that people will really resonate with. If you're trying to be a comedian, then maybe look at Bill Burr and look at how he does it. Again, it's just it's just so dumb.
It's because you aren't from the culture. It's like how if you aren't gay, you can't use homophobic stereotypes or slurs. If you're Mexican, you can't use Mexican slurs. Why not? Like, literally, people were telling me just to say, like, all sorts of slurs just earlier, and it's like... I feel like there's people that don't get offended with those slurs anyway. Fuck isn't a slur? Okay, so it's only slurs? Is that what it is? That's an insult compared to a literal slur. Okay. Beaner? Okay, so basically if I say beaner... Faggot? Okay, F-slur is the closest. It's not even close.
Sophie, your character has glasses on, but I don't think you do. I think you need to buy a set and look around you. This was one of the stupidest things you could have done. This was just an unnecessary crash out, and it's a hill that I don't think you should die on. You guys come to my streams every week. You see that we have a laugh and a joke. We make jokes about people. But I do think that people need to understand where they are. I think there's things that are said online that you can get away with sometimes, depending on the audience and depending on how you're doing it. And there's other things you won't get away with. Now, if I'm to take your voice and your anime avatar as like a representation of who you are, you just sound like a young white girl who doesn't really understand optics. You don't really understand what slurs are, and now people are calling you out on it, and you're like playing dumb, and you're like, oh, you're trying to make out like people are offended. It's not that they're offended. It's a bit just like, it's one of those situations where, you know, you're walking down the road and you see something that's just so dumb, and you look sideways and you're like, why? That's what this is. It's just like, why? Anyway, like, a lot of people sent it over to me, so I said, you know what, people want me to cover it, I'll cover it. It's really, really dumb. I don't know really what to say. She kind of got what she deserves. She's been temporarily banned now. If she comes back and does it, she'll probably get temporarily banned again. I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of people that want to mess with her after that. It's not the deepest thing in the world. It's not like there was like a personal attack on somebody. It's just really, really stupid. So, I don't know, guys. Like I said, it's Friday. Everyone's chilling. I'm about to go out. So you guys let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Do you think Sophie deserves a second chance? Or or do you think that she should just, I don't know. She doesn't have to disappear into obscurity, but pull your head out of your ass, mate. Come on, what are we doing here?